later, and we'll get started. This will take about 20 minutes. You want to start?
Sure.
Okay.
Hi guys, thanks for being on tonight. My name is Monica Gagney and I've been with Zyia almost 3 years. It'll be 3 years in September. And it's crazy when I say that because I do not know where the last 3 years went, but it's been exciting and super fun. I have to say this business was made for me. I kind of like to shop a little bit, and I love activewear. And Katie is actually the one that introduced me to Zyia. She had been in a women's networking group, and she came across this. The girls were kind of talking about this brand new activewear company, and she was kind of listening in. And she, after she was in the group, she had messaged me. She's like, Monica, I think this would be the perfect opportunity for you. Like, it's brand new, it's activewear, you love to shop. I was a big Lulu fan, big Lululemon fan. I had been for years and years and years. And so when she approached me with this, my biggest fear was the quality. Was the quality gonna live up to my Lulu? And Zyia was brand new. It was only 6 months old when she heard about the company. So there wasn't a lot of info out there. And I had searched YouTube, and I tried to, I was just online trying to figure out every little bit of information on Zyia, and there just wasn't a lot. So I got on the Zyia Facebook page. I actually just came across the message is still in the thread, which is super cool. But I got on their Facebook page, and I sent them an instant message just asking a bunch of questions, just about quality and the return rate, and if they were going to have a men's line, because at that time they didn't have any men's clothes whatsoever. And they responded back with all the right answers, and I messaged Katie. I'm like, you know what, I am just going to go for this. My husband was all supportive and said, what do you have to lose? And I always tease that if your husband tells you to buy activewear, you do not hesitate to buy the activewear. Run. So I got my starter kit, and when it arrived, I was blown away. I tried on my first pair of pocket lighting tights, and I was sold. They fit better than my Lulus. They had pockets, and my Lulu pockets, every time I would squat, they would flare, and I put these on, and they stayed put, and I messaged Katie right away. I'm like, Katie, Zyia is the real deal. You have to do it too. So I'll turn it over to you.
Okay. Oh, I started to unmute, but we're on the same. So yeah, you guys, when I joined, I was doing online health and fitness coaching, and I really felt like my plate was full, but I'm like, well, I might as well offer this link to my clients, and I'll wear the clothes and in the gym and so on and so forth. And so I joined, I got my kit, and within about a month, something kind of clicked, and I realized what opportunity we had in front of us. Like, okay, this is really unique. This is special. This feels different. It was like an energy thing, you just can feel it when it feels right. And so I decided I'm gonna put my energy in this. So I worked my fitness business, and I added this in, and it didn't take long. I don't know, maybe six-ish months for me to totally give up my fitness business and do Zyia full time. And so it is my full-time job, even though we both only work at part-time hours. So we both work like 20-ish hours a week, I would say. It's been amazing during COVID because I have 3 kids, and they've been home with me since March, you guys know. And I've still been able to make a significant income with the kids at home and kind of in the cracks of my day. So one of the things we love about this business is how simple it is. It's just leggings. It's just leggings, but it's so much more than leggings, and we'll get into that. But the simplicity of it is really amazing. And you guys, we're getting to the point, Monica and I, the blessings of this business are more than we can even really verbalize in a call like this. It literally has changed our lives. I mean, we are multiple 6-figure earners now with Zyia selling leggings, and we have a team of about 2,000 people.
Yeah, 2,000.
There are people on our team that are able to leave their jobs and stay home with their kids and pay off their cars and student loans. And I mean, real money is being made with this business, and it's not a lottery ticket.
No.
But it's so simple, and if you just dig in and do the things that we teach you and stay consistent, you can totally have really whatever you want with this business. So we are going to be millionaires with this, and we'd like other people to be millionaires with this too, because there's a lot of this to go around. So we just really want to share it with as many people as possible.
Yes, and back to that point, Zyia is just, we're still a baby, you guys. Like, I don't want you to think, well, you've been in almost 3 years, like that's why you're doing well. Zyia just took off in the last 6 months.
Yes.
And that is where the huge growth has happened in the last 6 months. If you get in now, you are still sitting in that sweet spot to reap huge benefits from being in early. Direct sales companies reach their exponential growth between 36 and 72 months. And Zyia is in 40?
Yeah, something like that.
Month 40. So you guys, we still have years of this massive growth curve that we are seeing. So yeah, don't think that you can't be sitting like us and having these huge blessings from this business, because it's right there within your reach. You need to sign up and you need to put some work in. But like Katie said, I still work part-time at my job as a high-risk obese sonographer because I love it. I'm not ready to give it up, but Zyia has, I mean, there's no comparison in those paychecks, but I love that I can still do both. And as long as I can still do both, I want to still do both. But that's the thing with this business. I can just work it in the cracks of my day and still, have huge success.
And we kind of feel like, and then we'll get to that fake cues, but we do kind of feel like now actually people that start now get that momentum faster. I feel like we've worked out a lot of the bugs as a company and as a team. And so it's much more, I don't know, it's just a little simpler to get started. When we started, there were no resources. We just created them all from scratch. Well, now, we have a great system. We have a website for the team that we created. We have all sorts of leaders with amazing resources. So it's just easier now to get started and be successful right out of the gate.
Definitely. I agree.
Okay. Here's the nitty gritty of how to do it. How do you become a rep? It's super simple. You just enroll with the starter kit. So a starter kit is $295 and it comes with 5 basic pieces. Currently, there are 2 tanks, a hat, a pair of joggers, and a pair of light and tights, which are like our most famous legging that put us on the map.
Our signature pants.
Yes, and it also comes with a $100 gift card. It's virtual, so you can use it right away, or you can save it on anything you want. And that's it. You're active as a rep just by getting the starter kit.
Can the kits be customized? You can't pick what items are in your kit, but you will be able to pick your sizes. When Katie and I started, we weren't able to pick sizes. Our starter kits were totally different. We had like just random pieces. It was a lot more. It was, gosh, almost $500, I think. There was 2 different size kits. There was a 500 and an 800. And so a lot of things have changed. I love how they put the gift card in there because it's just, you can pick out, whatever you want, which is super fun. Plus you get 5 of the staple items. So you can't customize what goes in it, but you can pick your sizes. And then obviously you can use that gift card on whatever you want. Do we need to keep inventory? You want to take it?
You don't need to keep inventory. So one of the blessings of this business is that you can run it however you want. So Monica and I run it very similar, where we do almost all of our business through virtual online parties. So we don't keep any inventory. We're not really shipping to customers or anything like that. They order from your link and it comes from the warehouse in Utah. It goes directly to the customers. Now, we do have reps on the team who own spaces like in a boutique or own a gym or, like to do live parties, before COVID, that was pretty popular. So those reps will buy inventory at cost, and they will then just sell it there and then make the profits that way. So you can do it that way, but you do not have to. It's totally preference, but most people like the idea of not keeping inventory, and we agree. That's pretty great. Now, we do have, like, if you watch any of our videos or stories, actually today, both of us, I think, they're in both of our stories because you tagged me.
Oh, yeah.
So we like to have our own clothes in one area of our house because we we take pictures there and we get dressed there and it's like nice
and we
to
have a lot of clothes.
we have a lot of clothes. After 3 years, you get a lot of clothes. But that is not necessary. It's not required. It's just kind of something fun that if you get going in this, you might want a designated spot in your closet or your home that's just your Zyia, but that's totally up to you.
Yes. How much is the website? So there is a website fee. That is the only fee that you have to pay after you buy your starter kit. There's no monthly fees, there's no yearly fees, nothing like that. You purchase your starter kit, you become a rep. The only extra fee that you have is your website. That's $15 a month. That gives you that personalized link that you can give to your customers. So if you're at the gym and somebody says, I love your leggings, you're like, well, here's my link, and you hand them your link. And then they go right to that and they purchase the leggings, it's shipped to them. So that is what the $15 a month website fee is. Now, if you have $600 in sales, so your sales, like if you bought leggings and a tank or your customers, if it totals $600 in a month, in a 30-day period or a month period, then your website fee is waived. So Katie and I have never paid our website in almost 3 years. So it's not hard to avoid paying your website. So that is something awesome. We've been in other direct sales companies that was not an option. So I love that Zyia does that for us.
Yeah. Before, in the other company we were with, you had to make, it was like $100 minimum purchase of your own every month to stay active. And I'll show you, Maddie. Yes, that was a little tricky at first. How to shop your own on your webpage.
Yes.
Okay, so what is the rep discount? We get 25% off of everything, but if you're doing this for a business and more than just the discount, we really recommend that you shop your webpage, which we'll talk about, as a customer, because then you can put those orders through a party and qualify for Hostess rewards, which our Hostess rewards are really, really good. So as just an example, we have several levels, but if you have $1,000 in a party, you can redeem that for $150 in free Zyia and 4 half-priced items. And there's no limit to how many Hostess rewards we can earn as reps. It's nothing weird about that. It's very straightforward. Like, we just can earn those rewards. So we recommend placing your order as a customer so you get those rewards and actually get paid more on the back end, but we'll go through that in a second. So to shop your own webpage, Maddie, as a customer, it's the myzyia.com / whatever your username is. You can change it from the one they gave you. Right now it's a number, but you can go in and change it to like Maddie, I want to say Maddie Blair, but I know you're Maddie Brooks now. And then you can select a party. So we need to set up a party link for you. Okay.
Is there monthly, yearly fees? I kind of covered that just a second ago. Nope, there's nothing after you sign up. That's your only fee. Is there a monthly minimum to stay active? So we don't have a monthly minimum. Like I said, there's no monthly quotas to meet, but you do have to have $300 in a 6-month period, which is super easy to do. Your starter kit actually counts towards that $300. And to be honest, Zyia is still so new that I don't think they really enforce that at all whatsoever. So don't like think, oh my gosh, there's no way I'd be able to do that. Don't worry about it. It'll be fine.
And you guys, like, if you decide this isn't for you, it's so easy to quit. Yes. I love that about Zyia, actually.
It is nice, but
it's the worst when you want out of something and you cannot get out of it. I just had that happen with another company, but as a customer,
like an auto ship.
Yes, an auto ship. Like, let me out. You literally just email customer service and they cancel your account.
Yes.
So
and there's no penalties, nothing like that. So.
Because we're so good, we don't have to trick anybody.
And with your starter kit, you have 90 days to return your starter kit. If you get your starter kit and you're like, these clothes aren't that special, this isn't for me, you can return them. You have 90 days to do that. So,
okay. Where can reps sell? You can sell anywhere. We are only in the U.S. and Canada, so if it's outside of those areas, unless they're in the military, we do ship to APO addresses. We haven't expanded past Canada and the US yet, but I'm sure that's definitely in the works. But you can sell in a pop-up area, like a pop-up event at a gym or a studio. You can sell, I don't know, why am I drawing a blank? Where can you sell?
Instagram, Facebook.
Yes, thank you.
You can do bag parties where you just take a bag of clothes to your work at lunch, have a little pizza party and
Yes.
let them see you and try on your clothes. You can, I mean, anywhere.
One of my favorite things to do at the gym we go to, if somebody's like, I love that shirt, can you get that for me? I'm like, yeah. So I go home and I order it like under my name, it just ships to me, and then they Venmo me. Like you can do your business however you want, just make it work for you, make it work for your customers, and keep it simple.
And that's what I love about Zyia too. It's just, you run it how you want to run it. We don't have a lot of rules, and as of right now, it's awesome.
I'm sure more rules are coming as we get bigger, but that's one of the benefits of getting in now.
Yes. You left this one for me.
I did. I think it's not that complicated.
No, I don't. Now we say it enough times.
We say it enough.
So how do reps make commission? So, well, obviously you make commission on what you sell. And if you build a team, you're going to eventually make commission on your teammates. But we make anywhere from a 20 to 28% commission on your first. When you join, you'll make 20%. But if you have $1,000 in sales in a month, you'll actually make 28%, which is awesome. Zyia gives us that extra 8% for hitting that $1,000 mark, which again, that's something that's unique to Zyia, which I absolutely love. So like Katie mentioned earlier, we do get a 25% discount, but like I just said, if you hit 1,000, you're actually going to make 28% commission. So what we do is we always buy through our own website, through a party link. We always have our own party link set up in our back office. That way we order through our own party link. We pay full price up front. But then on the back end, we're going to make 28% commission on the back end instead of only getting the 25% when we order if we just went through our back office. So that's awesome because not only are we actually making commission on our sales and making more than our rep discount would be, but we're earning those party rewards. So right now, Katie, I mean, I have like $4,000 parties in my back office just sitting there because
you don't need anything.
I don't need anything. I have, and those are fun to use for parties and gifts and family and teammates. And so I love having those sitting there, but that's what I'm saying. Zyia lets us double dip, which is, again, something very unique and awesome. So that's great. So that's what we recommend. We always recommend, if you're in this business, to build it, to always order through your own party and earn those rewards.
Okay, can you build a team? Yes, you guys can start building a team right away. And I know some people start and they say, I don't really want to build a team. And that is fine. But if you like the idea of the income that we're talking about and the potential, you have to build a team because that's where the income comes. Now, at the point we're at, our checks are maybe like 5% of our checks are our own sales. The rest comes from the team. And it's where the magic happens. It's where you you really get to work together. It really becomes all about the team, and very little about you. But, as a new rep, you guys might be feeling like, or, a potential new rep, you might be feeling like, oh gosh, how am I going to recruit? But I love the idea of just saying calling your friend and being like, oh my gosh, I'm going to do this, and I think you should do it too. It's going to be so amazing.
Like what I just did.
Yeah, that's what we did. And just doing it together and that's another thing, you guys. If you have a friend in mind, or sister, or sister-in-law, or your mom, or your daughter,
cousin, anybody,
somebody that would do this with you, it is so much better with a friend. And because we can understand exactly where we're at, because we're at the same place. And so it's just more joyful. I mean, you can definitely make friends here. You're going to make a ton of them. But if you come in with somebody, I don't know. It's special.
It is special. Special to share these victories.
Yeah, it's like no one else in the world really gets it but Monica, because we're doing it we're hitting these milestones together. Do the party rewards expire? No, not yet. I mean, knock on wood, I hope they don't do that anytime soon. Oh, that's a great question. So when someone uses the term pyramid scheme, what do you say? Clearly it's illegal, but how do you squash that perspective?
I say, no, pyramid schemes are illegal. This is just like corporate America. You have, your CEO, and then you have the people that work underneath your CEO, and then they have, their people that work underneath them. I mean, that's how, if you look at corporate America, that's how it's structured. But Katie is under me, but Katie outranks me. So it doesn't,
Yeah, you can totally, like, just because you build like this, that's not really how it necessarily stays. But honestly, at this point, when people, I don't even know if I talk to people anymore that bring that up. It did. We used to get that
a lot.
I don't.
Yeah, I haven't heard that in a long, long time, to be honest. But that was always my response. Well, those are illegal, so no.
Probably our parents might still say that kind of thing. I feel like that was like back in the Ponzi.
I don't know.
The Ponzi scheme.
But like in pyramid schemes, I think they offer you something, but then there's no product or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't even know.
But you guys, and Maddie and I talked a little bit about this today, but our compensation plan is so good. A trainer that works not for Zyia, but with Zyia. So he's not employed by Zyia. They're paying him to do consulting work. Anyway, he said he's never seen a better pay plan. I heard this in a call. He's never seen a better pay plan in our industry than Zyia's. And we were with another company before, and the pay plan was so complicated. Like I never knew. I never knew how to figure out my paycheck at all. It was so complicated. When people joined your team, you had to pick if you put them on your left leg or your right leg, and it just makes me want to vomit thinking about it, honestly, because now, like, they just join. And it's very simple. You make a certain percent off your first level, you make a certain percent off your second, and so on. And we can get paid through 10 levels deep. But just as a perspective, like, we're not even, I only have 8 levels. You have 10 now? I think I have 9. Okay. So, and we've been in it for 3 years. So that it goes wide, mm-hmm. and 10 is very deep. So, and girls, I mean, there is real money available here. It's kind of shocking, it really is. And we're still kind of at that place where it's like, is this like, wow. Like, how did we get so lucky? But we did the work, and we are consistent. And if you want to know how to get to that kind of level, you host parties every month, 2 to 4 parties every month, and sign 2 to 4 reps every month to your team, and consistently show up, and you'll build a big business. Favorite aspect of Zyia? The community. And I think it's more just like you said, helping, like, we want everybody to experience what we are experiencing. So it's super exciting when our teammates are able to quit their jobs or pay off their debt, or, I don't know, buy a new car, buy a new house. So satisfying. So it's just satisfying. That's mm-hmm. a good word. It's just, we are just in a really happy place, you guys. I just feel blessed every day. Mm-hmm. Me too. Yes. Are returns easy for your customers who order through your website? I would say returns are one of my pain points with the business, not because they're hard, but because we have to do them as reps. So I think this is something that they'll get better at as we go. But so when somebody wants to return, they contact the rep who they ordered from. You have to go in your back office, create the return, which is really easy. Yeah, that's super easy. But then they have to ship it back. So I've started printing return labels for them, which comes out of my own pocket. Just to make it easy for them. Actually, I started doing it during COVID when I didn't want people to have to go to the post office, and then I just continued. You don't have to do that. I mean, I think a lot of companies don't pay shipping, but I would say that's one of our not best. This is not one of our best attributes. One of our best aspects of Zyia. And yes, they do return. They deduct from your total sales. So but it deducts from whatever month the return goes through. We really encourage exchanges because then there's no, loss. If it's just a return, there's a $2 restocking fee that the customer loses. Exchanges too, they take a long time. I think they 3 weeks. Yeah. Yeah, it's been, this whole COVID thing is just, I feel like it's really taken its toll on exchanges. And it did, because our warehouse staff had to cut down because only so many people could be there at a time. And that is when Zyia exploded. So it was kind of hard timing for us as a company. It was amazing, but it was like we had all this business and new orders and new reps and very few people working the warehouse. So we're kind of just now coming out of that
Yes.
hard place.
It feels good.
better. Yeah.
It feels good.
Yeah.
Yeah. We survived it. It was worth it.
We definitely like to help our customers order as far as like helping them with sizing. And we have a whole group for that, by the way, that our team created. It's called something sizing and fit questions. So if there's an item your customer wants that you're not familiar with, you can go in and be like, you know, my customer is a
36A or something, what size bomber bra or whatever.
Yes.
So
they do not take taxes out. So if you make over 600 for the year, then you get a W-9.
1099.
1099. I always say the wrong letters. Whatever. Details, yes. Good questions, you guys.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yes. Yes, they are. They are a tax. She asked if clothes are a tax write-off. Yes, yes, they are. Thank goodness.
They're your marketing.
Yeah,
you know.
that's, you wear them, you share them, you take pictures of them. That's part of this awesome gig is we get to write them off.
I was just telling my husband, so I if you guys follow me, for those of you that know me, I took a picture of those white joggers, and I sold a pair within 10 minutes. So you really do, people do buy what they see on you, and that doesn't mean you have to have everything, but it does help to use your party rewards to kind of replenish your wardrobe and get some new stuff.
And we also have a marketing group too. So if you're like, well, I just started, I have no clothes. Like there are people that post pictures all the time in there that you can use too. So don't feel.
You just go and search white joggers, and you'll get 100 pictures of people in white joggers, regular people. Yeah, that's awesome, Jennifer. I've had 4 people buy the navy pink joggers from my VIP group without having a party. I signed up today. Is there something I have to be sure to check to make sure I'm alerted when items are restocked or new releases?
It should just be based on your email that you have on file with Zyia. They send it out via email, but also Zyia's on Instagram. So make sure that you're following them on Instagram too, because they post there.
And as a new rep, you should follow, if you're a new rep on here, Zyia Family on Instagram. If you haven't joined yet, you can still follow them. But they post like announcements, and that's where every Wednesday we get new releases, and that's where they do kind of like a little video reviews there about the clothes, so that you know what the fit is.
Awesome.
Any other questions?
Well, we definitely have room for you on this team, and our team is amazing. So
yeah, everyone's so helpful, and
kind, and our team culture is high up there, which just makes us so happy. Like I don't know, it's just always a feel good place. So
we'd love to welcome you there. So contact the person who invited you here. If you're ready to sign up, she'll give you her link for that starter kit, and you can go and you'll be live within, 12 hours or so.
12 hours to be ready to go.
I'll be ready to go.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for being on and taking time out of your night to talk to us. And hopefully we'll see you soon.
Thanks, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.